Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do Books and Lala's Unhaul tag. I am not prepared at all for this video, so I'm just gonna go through the prompts and pick the book off my shelf right now that fits and that I need to get rid of. The first prompt is to get rid of a book that you rated low. And I actually have one in mind specifically for this. And that is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. This book is so pretty. It's an Alcred exclusive cover, but I could not stand it. I rated it super low. I didn't even finish the very end. I just skimmed through it, so it's gotta go. I just lost The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson in the corner between my bookshelves. And I would literally have to empty hundreds of books off my shelves to retrieve it. So it'll just go live back there with 172 hours on the moon until I move one day. Another answer I have for this one is Pretty Girl 13. I'm pretty sure I rated it low. I just saw it on my shelf and realized like I don't even remember really what it's about. The main character had like multiple personalities and I don't think I liked it. I'll check what my rating was, but I don't think I enjoyed it very much. Next is to get rid of a book you changed your mind about. For this one, I'm going to get rid of the Unhaul trilogy by Rachel Hawkins. These books I read a few years ago. I enjoyed them at the time. There's no particular reason why I no longer like it. It's just, I'm not going to reread it. I'm not, that excited about it whenever I remember it, so. The main reason I wanted to do this tag is to get rid of some of my TBR books because the amount of books on my TBR is insane. I'm not even sure of the number and I don't really want to know, but I want to get rid of a bunch of those. So hopefully the next prompts help with that instead of me getting rid of all these books I've already read. I have done a huge unhaul maybe 6 months ago and now I did another unhaul a month or two ago. So there's just so many books I need to get rid of because I'm hoarding them at this point. Okay, next is a series you won't be completing. And I'm in the middle of so many series that I'm sure I could get rid of a couple. For this, I'm going to get rid of the Great Tree of Avalon trilogy by T.A. Barron. This is kind of sad because it's one of the first fantasy trilogies I've read that I can think of. I've only read the first one though, The Child of the Dark Prophecy, and I hadn't continued, so I reread the first one a couple years ago and I still didn't continue. So obviously I'm not that into it if I didn't, ever continue the series, so it shouldn't be too hard to part ways with. Next is a book you didn't finish, and technically for that I could use The Hazelwood, but let me see if there's another one I could pick. Okay, I just thought of another series that I could get rid of because I'm just never going to continue. And that is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. These were fun to read. They're like a young adult Criminal Minds. But I wasn't that into it and I don't know. I just don't think I'll ever continue. Okay, I've looked over my shelves for a few minutes and I cannot find a book that I DNF'd that I haven't already gotten rid of in a recent unhaul. So we're gonna skip that one. Next is a book I have multiple copies of, and in my last unhaul I got rid of any duplicates, so I'm good there. Next is a book you'll never actually get to, and if I'm being honest with myself, that is a lot of books that I own, but let me try to pick one. I think for this I'm going to pick I Am Pilgrim by Terry Hayes. This is an action thriller. I've heard that it's really good, but it's really big, and that's part of the reason I feel like I've never picked it up and maybe never will. And also I've heard mixed reviews about it, so I think I can let this one go. Next is a book I bought because of the hype, which there's a lot of those. This is the only one I could think of that's been hyped, but I really don't want to read anymore, and that is The Opposite of Loneliness by Marina Keegan. I may change my mind on this one. I need to check reviews on Goodreads, but this is just a book that I bought because it was on sale, and I just feel like it'll make me sad, so I haven't picked it up. And I know that's a silly reason not to read a book, but hey, someone else will find it and they could read it. But I'm not 100% sold on getting rid of this one yet. Next is a book that I bought because of the cover, and I know exactly what book that is. The Sea Queen by Jovi Winters. This cover is gorgeous. It has a mermaid or some sort in a like snow globe ocean. or something. This book is so pretty, and I saw it on Amazon one day and I read the synopsis and thought it sounded great. But once I got this book home and checked reviews, flipped through it a little bit, I found out it's erotica, and I'm not really interested in that, but I've been holding on to it for so long because of the beautiful cover. Next is a book you don't know anything about, which there's probably a handful of those. I'm gonna go with Going Away Shoes. It's short stories that involve shoes, but otherwise I don't know anything about it, and not knowing anything about it is what's kept me from reading it, so I'll get rid of this one, although it's such a cute little pink book. Next is A Book You Didn't Buy, which I think I've bought all my books. Yeah, I don't know of any that I didn't buy, so I guess I'll be keeping all the books because I have bought them. Okay, I've also seen a couple other books I think I'm gonna get rid of that maybe fit into another category, but I'm just seeing them and want to get them out of here. Dr. Glass by Thomas Brennan. This is a book I bought on a whim at a used bookstore. Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. This is one that I really am just never gonna get to. It's so old now. If I haven't picked it up by now, I really don't think I ever will. Scorched by Marie Mancusi? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. This is a young adult book following a girl who finds a dragon egg and some boys from the future who are supposed to stop that dragon from being born and starting the apocalypse. That sounds really cool, but I'm just not gonna read it. Between by Megan Whitmer. This is another book that I thought was beautiful when I saw it on Amazon, but I'm just not gonna read it. The last one for now, Under the Empyrean Sky by Chuck Wendig. This is a dystopian that has to do with rich people living on a floating island and poor people growing corn on the land below, and I've heard it's good, but again, I don't think I'm ever gonna read it. And this is actually another cover buy. It's beautiful, but I don't think I'll ever pick it up. There are 20 books in my stack that I'm getting rid of. Let me know if any of these books are amazing and I'm missing out if I get rid of them, because I may hold on to them and I may at least try a chapter or two before getting rid of them. Just let me know if you think any of them are worth saving. And yeah, now I've cleared up almost a whole shelf. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm like ready to get rid of all my books now.